Welcome to The Pew, starring the legendary Monique Walker, Javis Mays, C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, Ron Todd, and reoccurring co-host Joe Smith. Get ready, we discuss everything on The Pew.
Well, hello, and welcome to The Pew. We are so excited to be here once again. Oh my gosh, you guys are coming in so fast. I love it, I love it, I love it. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Y'all look so good.
Brother. Hi, Monique.
Hi, my baby.
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good.
Tired. Very tired. Had a hard day today.
But she looks amazing. Look at her.
As usual.
Per usual. Per usual.
Anyway.
Travis Atkins says, good evening, Pew. Good evening, Travis.
Hi, Travis.
Good evening. Good evening.
Aaliyah Essence, I love you, Aaliyah. We all love you. You're so faithful to us. Thank you.
She is. She is a faithful part of the Pew crew.
Yes. She says, hey, Pew family, it's Pew Day. Yes, it is.
Tuesday is Pew Day.
Renee Rogers is here. She says, good evening, Pew family. Glad to see everyone. Glad to see you too. Renee, you see I made a quick change. Renee was on my Tuesday night service.
I just saw that. That ain't what he had on that church.
Right. I was like, this is a different flow. See, you see. Ooh, we was bumping at the end of church today. We always go out with a praise now.
I saw that.
Your building?
Huh? No, I was right here with a nice green screen. Praise His holy name. Let's see. K. Danielle Brown. Hey, y'all. Hey.
That's my cousin. Hey, baby girl.
Kevin Moore says, good evening, Pew crew. Good evening, Kevin. He's another one of our faithful.
Super
Reggie
faithful.
Lawrence. What's up, Reggie? What's going on, man?
Sitting right there. He surprised me and came home early. He was not even supposed to be in town this week, and he popped up on a Sunday morning and came in out of nowhere. So we just been chilling all day.
Hey, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yes, he is. Hi, yeah.
I mess with married folks. Like, I know you. Hallelujah. God bless you.
He's stupid.
Sharice Live says, hello, everyone. Hello, Sharice.
Hello.
Kiana Parker says, hey, y'all. Hey, Kiana.
Hi.
Akia Neville says, hey, sis.
That's my girl. What's up, sissy? That's one of my best friends from New Orleans. Super singer.
Renee Rogers says, yes, that was quick. You know, I do plays, so I'm used to quick changes. All right, Aaliyah Essence, I love y'all more. We love you, baby. Thank you so much. Jessica McGee, hey, Jessica.
Listen, that's my little sister, goddaughter. I love her. Love her.
All right. Levi Sim says, hey. Pastor Darlene Bell is the pastor of Exciting Life Christian Center in Detroit. She says, praise the Lord, Pastor Ron Todd and Pew crew. God bless everyone richly. I receive that.
I receive it too.
In the name of Jesus.
I need a rich blessing.
Pastor Tamara LaParis Taylor, he's also a pastor in Detroit. He says, what's up, family? What's up, Tamara? Pastor Taylor. Kobe Bolden says, hey, Pew crew. Hey, Kobe.
She is never going to miss it.
I love it. Thank you so much. Yolanda Gore says, good evening, Pew. Listening to y'all on one device and doing literary assistant duties on two more devices. Didn't want to miss y'all. I love that. That's sweet, y'all. So listen, we need y'all to do what? Two things. We need y'all to like and share. Can y'all do that?
Yes, indeed.
I know some of y'all have already shared, and I'm going to make sure that it's on my page, but I need you guys to make sure you do the same thing. We're going to take a minute and do that so that everybody can know that we're here. You guys, real quick. So I know you guys don't see Javis. We're praying. His family has something going on. Just pray for his family. That's all I'm going to say. God will know. But let's pray for his family, okay?
Yes.
And then Joe Smith will be popping in any minute now, and I'll be excited to see him. I'm sure you all will as well. Andra Hyde says, hey, y'all, I ain't missing y'all tonight. Ready.
That's my cousin.
I love it.
Hey, Andre, thank you for watching, girl. That's
Renee says, Ashley, you and your husband going live again this week. I had a ball.
Oh my goodness. Now, let me tell you, the Pew crew is so very, very, I'm sure they come on y'all's lives as well, yes. Right? They came on out. You know, I do a post Pew live after we come off the show just to kind of holler at everybody. Yeah. And just kind of recap the show or whatever. And they came on, and my husband joined me, of course, and we just kind of sat up and talked. And they ended up being like a Q&A almost. And people were asking us questions, and relationship questions, and just life questions, period. There was a lot of young people that were acting. And then we were talking about, you know, the stuff that they couldn't say on here, that they didn't get a chance to say on here. They talked about it on my live. And so we literally did not go offline until about 3:00 the next morning. No lie. These people were so engaged. I was amazed. I was so amazed. Well, it wasn't 3. We went to bed at 3. We got off about 1:30, 2:00. And people were still coming on. They were still asking questions. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. What kind of
questions were they asking? Ooh, as soon as we get off, I'm in the bed. I can't even imagine. I'm old. It's good to be young.
Well, let me tell you, it blessed me because people were really, really trusting us with whatever answers we had for them. And I mean, it wasn't.
What were they asking though?
They were asking just the regular relationship questions, and you know, when do you know that you're ready for dating? When do you know that you're ready to, you know, settle down and be married? And what do I do if I feel insecure in my relationship? You know, stuff like that. You know, and we were just on there goofing off, and people just started asking questions and stuff, and hanging out with us. So it was really, really cool. It was really cool.
Trying to join, but I can tell you right now, it won't be the 1:30.
I know it won't. I know it won't.
12:30. Right now, I'm fighting sleep.
It was not. It was. We did not plan on, because that's the longest I've ever done it.
Pastor Monique be here for y'all because she be tired.
Listen. Mother leads a very busy life.
I had a very trying day. Up early and gone all day. I had to go to South Jersey, come back, go to church.
Now, wait, did you see any rats?
Here we go.
And I said, I don't know. I'm not no place. I mean, if I would have stood outside my job long enough, I know I would have.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot.
Oh, Ebony Lachey Jarman says, "Good morning, saints." You mean good evening?
She always says good morning in the evening and good evening in the morning.
I love it.
That's my best friend's wife and my girl. What's up, Ebony?
Byron Walker. Hey, listen, Byron has a song with Ernest as well, you guys. It's really nice. Make sure you guys check that out as well. I love Byron.
He's such
Byron, we got to get together so soon, dude. Like, really. Okay, Janice Spalding is my sister in the Chi-Town. That's Lady Evangelist Janice Spalding. God bless you. Says blessings to all. Sylvia Van Terpool is inviting
Sylvia.
Fred Collymore.
Sylvia, can you ask your crew to behave themselves tonight? That's all I'm asking.
Uh-oh, Fred is here. I'm glad to be in the number one more time.
Sylvia, please don't let me have to call you. I don't want no stuff tonight. Thank you.
Bishop says blessings to all. Blessings, mother.
Hi, Bishop.
Byron Walker says, "Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome. I love you, and I love the song." He says, "I love you all." Arnold AJ Johnson, love you all. We love you back, man. Sylvia. All right, y'all. So
fellowship. She stayed with me for years, and we still are very close.
So speaking of love fellowship, now you know you the
Ron 30.
You know you the bomb.com when Bishop Walker. Wait a minute. You know you're the bomb.com when Bishop Walker says, I want to go to church, and he calls you.
Period.
Whatever the problem you're going through, God can work it out. God's got the power to see you through. God can work it out. All power is in His hands. Everything moves at His command. Oh, what He promised in His word, you can't say. I believe that the Lord will, and I know that He's able to. God's word will work it out. Whatever you're going through, I know that the Lord will. He is able to work it out. I know that His word will. He will work it out. Yeah. Whatever the problem you're going through, God can. God's got the power to see you through. God can work it out. All power is in His hand. Everything moves at His command. Oh, what He promised in His word, you can stand. I know that the Lord will. There's no shadow of a doubt. God will. He is able to. He's able to work it out. Just believe and receive it. God's going to work it out. If you hold on, yes, He will. He will. Hey, work it out. I believe that the Lord will. I know that He's able. I know He's more than capable to do exceedingly abundantly above all that I ask or think. My faith's not gonna fail me, but God's gonna bring me out. Hey, He will. I got no doubt that the Lord will work it out while I'm trying to figure it out. He's already worked it. No matter what I go through, He will. In my home or my job, the Lord will. Be not weary in your well-doing, for in due season the Lord is He's gonna come through and work it out. Yeah, work it. I know that the Lord is able to. No matter what I go through, He's gonna be right there for me. His word is gonna carry me through. 'Cause it's a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I got it hidden in my heart. So when I need Him to work it out, I can tell Him I look to the hills from which cometh my help. I know all of my help. It's coming straight from the Lord. He never leave me nor forsake me. He sticks closer than a brother. So I'm depending, I'm leaning and depending and trusting in the Lord. I'm gonna wait for Him to work it out. Work it out. Come on, Lord. See about me. Come on, Lord. Work it out in my favor. Work it out. Move for me on my behalf. Do it, Lord. Work it. Work it. Work it. Work it out. Work it out. I need you to work it out in my home, on my job, in my family. Work it out in my money. Work it out. I need you to work it out. Yes, He will. He's gonna work it out.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Here's what's funny. I just knew you were talking about Monique. That's why I said, "Ooh, period."
Yeah, I thought
I know you
that's why I said 30 seconds. I said, let me take my glasses off. I said 30 seconds. I'm not
When
gonna,
I tell you you're singing your face off.
yeah, God. But you know what I love? Ashley, I can just hug and kiss you. Because although you have a modern day sound, your word content is not just ripping and running me out of here. You say, oh, I just love that kind of singing.
Me too.
That's when you got word on the inside. I mean, these days, all the people can say is they can ooh and ah you, but it's no. What you saying?
You know what, and I know you can't stand to hear a lot of this, but honestly, Monique, I have to credit you with a lot of that. Like hearing you when I was younger made me want people like you and Yolanda Adams and Angela Spivey really are like three of the people that really, I'm telling you, y'all influenced me more than you'll ever know. And hearing you you never ran out of anything to sing.
Right.
And you always gave us word along with every riff, along with every ad lib.
Yes.
You always gave us something substantial. And I will never, ever, ever forget you for that. So you honestly taught me.
Lord,
the stuff that you see, you have to take credit for some of that, because
I don't know
I learned a lot of that from you. Honestly.
But you know, it's so crazy because I learned a lot of it from Institutional. All of our lead singers, especially Gloria White. And you know who else I love? I mean, my God, her work content. But you ever listen to Pastor Marvin Winans' work content?
Oh,
yes. Yes. Never runs out. Never says any. I don't think he says anything twice. Never runs out.
Kills. That's when you have the word in you, and you really can sing it.
And you know, that was always my prayer, that God allows me to be able to not just hear the word or to read the word, but to understand it and ingest it, because what's in you is always going to come out. And so if that's in me, I want that to be what comes out of me. If there's something's going to come out of me, I want it to be that.
It's coming out.
Don't get us started, because
I love it. I'm telling you, I love it. Oh my God.
Be the glory.
Yes, me too.
God be the glory.
So Ashley, what else is going on with you?
Man, I am still just trying to finish up this CD. We're looking at next month for it to be coming out. I'm really excited. I have my second actual trip out of the state. I'll be in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with my little brother Montre Tisdale Johnson for his CD release on April 30th, and I'm really, really excited for that, because I'm so humbled to be on the lineup. Period. I'm literally on there with Beverly Crawford, who is another one of my huge influences. And Zacardi Cortez, one of my pops, Larry Trotter, Carlton Pearson, and it's so many people on this one. Well, he did a CD last year. It was called the Good Friday Experience, and it was supposed to be a Good Friday recording, but then the pandemic hit, and so he had to reschedule it. So he just had everybody do everything in the studio, but now he's doing an actual live release, and it'll be in person, and it'll be live on the internet on live stream too. So I'll be posting the info on my my Facebook page if anybody's interested in buying a ticket. The tickets for the virtual event is just $10, and you'll be able to watch the entire thing. And I'm just really, really excited about it. I'm happy to be, among such amazing other singers and preachers and musicians. And it's going to be a good time. I'm really, really excited about it. And, I'm looking forward to the tour that I'm about to embark on with a couple of other artists, called the Journey Tour. And it's really crazy, because I always hashtag anything that I post about my personal ministry as Journey to My Purpose, which is the name of my CD that's coming out. So it's just kind of all coming back together really full circle, and God is really blessing. The single is still climbing the charts. Praise God. People that forgot about me. Praise God. I just got a a few minutes ago. Oh my God, I just opened it on here, y'all. We are at number 71 today.
That is so amazing.
That is amazing.
Top 100, girl.
Oh my God, man. I should know.
Amazing.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You doing it, sis. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. It was 92
Doing
last week.
it.
It is 71. That is amazing. So thank you, Pew Crew, all of y'all that's been
That's
downloading. You're so supportive.
Yes.
Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. Y'all just keep me in your prayers. I feel like I'm at the end of my testimony service. Y'all pray for me that I go strong in the Lord. Be saved when He comes.
So the legend is here, and we went a little out of order just because of the segue. But all while I was listening to Ashley, my hands was ashy, and I got my Elvania. And when I tell you, I started lathering up.
Listen, that'll do it.
If you don't have your Elvania, what's wrong with you? Make sure you
what are
get
you
it.
waiting on?
You gotta be dry if you ain't got it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kenneth. Best is here, y'all.
Yes! What up? You're late for service. You're late.
7171. That's right. So listen, if you don't have your Elvania, make sure. Thank you so much, Renee.
Come on, Renee.
She be on it, baby.
Don't she be on it? That's right.
Jessica McGee on it too tonight. All right, y'all.
Listen, Jessica's always.
I love it.
That's my sister goddaughter. Yeah.
I like the way you say it. If you don't have it, you're dry. And you don't want to be dry.
You don't want to be dry. You don't. Not in these last and evil days. You
want to be not in these last evil days. You
don't want to be dry.
No.
Never.
Well, I'm going to hurry up and get to. When we get through, we got to get through. So we can get to the your questions. I don't know.
Yo,
what's up, everybody?
Hey, brother.
Oh, yeah.
I made it.
On the group home.
What's happening?
What's going down?
Everything
we're not doing nothing. We were just talking to the legend and all of her wonderfulness and all that.
Yeah.
She's
cut it out now.
As always. And you know what? The thing is, she's been wonderful for so long.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's got allergies. Don't do her. She's got allergies.
He said, uh-oh.
She got allergies. It's all right, Mom.
He said, I got to make sure.
I do. They keep going crazy.
I'm suffering with her, so I understand.
Me too.
I'm so stopped up over here. It's unreal.
But you know what? She's been doing this for so long, y'all. It's not even funny. And just hit after hit after hit. Ooh, classic. Can you say classic?
Can you say hair?
Can you say ugly lip liner?
That was in then. That's what it was there.
Did you see that lip liner?
You are so silly.
What was that?
Where was that?
It was that one. You gave you. Like, oh my God! Like you were killing us.
Those high notes. Oh my gosh!
And hit every one of them.
Every
single one
You
of
see how
them.
skinny I was back then, though?
You just looked exactly the same.
I'm tired. I can't even go there with her tonight. I can't.
Pastor Darlene says classic awesomeness.
Most
More
definitely.
classic. That's right. When you just have hits.
After hit.
When you say hit, you mean like
No, like Billboard hits.
Oh, okay.
Was that at Stone Mountain?
I think it. To be honest with you, I don't know where we were or what we were doing.
Boy, I miss settings like that. I miss gospel explosion settings like
Oh
that.
my God!
Yes.
I miss that so much.
I really do too. That's one thing I can say. If I can say I miss anything about being in the choir and stuff, it's just the traveling and the stage and yeah. I don't miss it to do it again because I'm just tired of it. But
anyways, you know what I miss, you guys? What I miss so much is I miss plays. That's like one of my first loves. I love stage plays.
Me too.
That's really, I didn't get an opportunity to tour as a solo artist. I toured in plays. And
wow.
I really miss it. As a matter of fact, someone showed me a clip from about 5 years ago. It was me and my friend Eric Dion, who's an incredible vocalist. Take a look at this.
As clear as day, all my weakness as you say, reflecting scenes from my life, instead of stones you throw back. For years I've heard, but you don't care. You'd rather see me in despair. I have love too bad. You're blaming on me, and it's not fair. You see my own, the very pride, all my weakness I tried to hide. Heard the words I used to say. Say what's on my mind, come what may. I thought I was to stay. Big troubled waters quickly came. A heavy load for me to bear. Blaming on me is not fair.
I miss it. I miss it, guys. I miss playing.
Listen, let me tell you something, Ron. I absolutely love your voice.
yeah,
I
you
love
did that.
the tone of your voice.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You know,
it's nothing like the energy of when you have a full theater house and you don't have there's no cut. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like whether it's your lines or it's your choreography or it's your song, but it's nothing like that adrenaline rush when you go out there and, for me, I love playing a character that's so different than who I am. It's like I get to be a center on stage, you know. No, but I really, really miss it. I used to do about 2 to 3 plays a year. There were times where I'd be on stage and I'd be in my dressing room reading lines for another show. And so I really miss it. I really, really miss it.
I've only done 2 plays my whole life, but I've always wanted to do plays. Like that was one of my dreams.
It seems like a lot of my friends are getting into film. Like everybody's getting into film now.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to be in a movie, but I'm a theater lover.
Me
you know,
too.
It's like if I never do a movie, I'm so okay with doing theater. I just pray that we get back to a place where, you know, we can.
It's safe.
Right. You know, because now, you know, there's the, you know, everybody's saying, well, let's do virtual theater, which I'm not sure because, again, you know, Joe, you do plays, you know how it is. The energy that you feel from the audience is just so different than, because I remember when we were filming a play called Church Girl. When we were filming that play, we filmed it like a soap opera. Mm-hmm. So nobody was there. It was like filming a movie, and it was just a different energy. You know, we were able to cut and redo and, you know, do things over, which was challenging because I was a part of the ensemble cast for that show. So I sang and danced the whole show, and I'm like, okay, now how many times you want us to do this routine on this riser?
Yeah,
but it's just it feels so good when you, especially when it's a powerful scene and you can hear the audience like, yeah. Tell them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was just having this conversation probably 3 hours ago. Because I'm in the process of turning one of my plays into a film, and we're going to be shooting it over the summer. But I was just talking about how now the thing is with the film is all my filmmaker friends, they getting that bag, man. They making money.
I'm sure.
But I was just talking about how with theater, the payoff is immediate. You know, the response is immediate. You know, it's nothing like you said, if a funny line happens, you know, hearing 1,000 people laughing all at the same time, right then, or, you know, something serious happens or something, a shocking thing happens, to hear the audience respond and react. It's like there's nothing like that. The payoff is instant. And like you said, you know, it's you're about to go on stage. You are either going to kill or you're going to die. But either way, it's going to happen.
Point blank period. You know what? The thing is, too, what I love about theater is depending on your character, you really get a chance to put so much passion into what you're singing. And really, to me, plays are not for the faint of heart when it comes to singing, because you got to bring it on that stage.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yeah. You know, and you got to bring the power. And, you know, for me, you know, it's always really fun because a lot of times I don't sing as hard as I do when I do plays. And so plays give me an opportunity to really show that I can really stand there and sing. I can rev back and squall and do all that stuff that I don't do all the time. And so it's really fun.
Yeah.
I miss it, y'all.
Yeah.
So we're praying for this.
Exciting.
Actually, I was heartbroken because one of my stage plays was about to go on tour when the pandemic hit.
I remember that.
I had connected with a national promoter, one of the biggest national. Matter of fact, I think it was the same promoter that did Church Girl. And we were in the process of, I had done the local casting, and we were in the process of casting the celebrities and setting up the routing for the tour for fall of last year. And then the pandemic hit and everything went.
You know what's so crazy? I had a show too. This was my production because, you know, you guys know I'm a playwright. So I had a show called My New Easter Suit. It was an Easter production. And we were, up until very, very close to the day of the show, we were like, we're still doing it. We're just going to have 50 people in the audience and we're going to do like 10 shows. And then it was just like, okay, no, we can't do it at all. So it was really bad. I mean, people that bought tickets already,
Yeah.
So it just put us in a very peculiar place. But I mean, for all the actors out there, especially, I mean, I know a lot of people who, like me, they love theater. And so, and then some people, this is what they did for a living. I know many, many people who only did theater for a living. You know, they tour with shows. Mm-hmm. And so their income has been compromised quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, my heart goes out to them. I'm thankful. I listen. You know, I remember being out I had a conversation with Genuine and Tony Grant, who told me to keep my job. I'll never forget that conversation because I was looking at them and they were flying in and out. You know, G was running, doing shows, and he would come back. He only was doing a cameo on this particular show anyway. And then Tony was filming a Tyler Perry show at the time. And then he would come back just in time for the show. I'm like, why are y'all doing so much? And he's like, look, sometimes you don't know when your next check gonna come. So you have to work while you can and stack your bread. And I'm thinking to myself, aren't y'all rich? Like you have all these thoughts, you know, seriously, you have all these thoughts in your mind. And I remember I told Tony, I'm like, I want to quit my job and I just want to do this full time. He said, let me tell you something. Never quit your job. He said, unless you got millions and millions in the bank, do not quit your job. And I'm like, but I'm limited. You know, I can't do long runs like you guys do. I can only travel on the weekends, which make my role smaller. And, you know, it's like, okay, but don't quit your job. And I'm so glad that I listened.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the industry is too unpredictable. Yeah. You know, and even before the pandemic, it was unpredictable. You know, so when situations like this happen,
the music industry.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You'll be hungry, bro.
Listen, starving.
You'll be hungry.
Yeah.
But you know what, Joe?
Good, but when it's not, it's not.
Yeah.
And see, right now it's shaky for everybody.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're literally all on the same playing field right now. That's crazy to me.
But you know, I do want to encourage that artist out there who feels like, oh, I never chart. Oh, you know, I don't sell, 500,000 records. Because there is a market for you. And what I mean by that is, I think people, first of all, they need to decide why they're doing what they're doing. Absolutely. Because I think a lot of times people are doing it for, if you want to be a superstar, get out of this.
Yeah.
Get out of gospel. Go be an R&B singer. Go be a...
But say this: there are very few that are selling 500,000 units. You do 500,000 units, you're killing in gospel.
Absolutely.
Like Bishop Walker, he's killing it.
Right, but I mean, coming from, he has gone platinum before. Kurt has gone platinum. Yeah. Ain't nobody pulling platinum, not even in R&B.
Unless you Beyonce.
I mean, Taylor Swift and all them, but still. Very few, far and few. Years ago, we had people bringing in these big numbers. That's not happening.
They have to. They're having to use they have to be entrepreneurs and do other things. But I'm telling you, there are people who don't feel successful unless they obtain a certain number. They don't feel successful unless they get a certain award. And so my point is, you measure your success with your own ruler.
Right.
And the thing is, your success is if God is pleased with your reasonable service.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's success.
I'm speaking from a person that has done it for years. I don't consider myself as winning a Grammy, but Bishop says you were part of the choir, so you won a Grammy. But I'm going to tell you right now, the most fulfillment I get outside of being in church is getting up every day, going to see my kids in that school.
Yeah.
I mean, I still do what I do, but the joy, because I feel like I preach and I sing. A lot of people got saved and everything, but I really feel like I'm making a difference. And I'm telling you, although it's like a job, I can't imagine doing anything else.
Right.
I'm fulfilled, although I'm not traveling. I mean, I'm still traveling. I am, but not on a level where I was with the choir and all of that stuff and on the stage and everything. But I'm telling you,
that doesn't make you not successful.
Yeah, absolutely. And we strive to actually get to that point, Monique. Like like you said, you've been in the game for years. You know what I'm saying? And so you have the you have the name and the foundational, background that goes along with that type of testimony, but for us that are, just kind of just now getting into it as solo artists, and we have to be realistic, first of all, because people that are not feeling fulfilled, if the public doesn't say that they're fulfilled, is not being realistic, because the public is too fickle for us to bank on just their opinions, their sales and their awards that they give us and all that kind of stuff. They'll be for us one day and for somebody else the next day. Look how they did Jesus. They loved him at one point, and then it was free Barabbas. Like, I'm tired.
Right.
We can't. One week later, they were rooting for somebody else. So I mean, it's like, come on, that's the kind of stuff that lets me know that the Bible fulfills itself all the time, and there are parallels from the past into the present right now. All of that just shows us how we should walk. Like, the Bible is right, and that story just shows me it leads and guides me so much as a new artist about how I should look at the industry and how I should look at people's reception and perception of my gift, my talent, and my ministry. Because if we only rely on them, we'll never move, because one blow will knock us out of the game completely. And you can't do like that. You can't think like that. You have to know, like Ron said, you have to know exactly why you're in this, why you're doing what you're doing. It has to be for the right reasons. If it's not, then you're on shaky ground from the beginning, then you're not going to last 2 seconds. Right. But if you're doing it for all the right reasons, then not only will your gift make room for you, but God will exalt you. The Bible says that promotion comes from God, not from man. And so anything that you're doing in the right spirit, if you're doing it to glorify him, you're going to reap the benefits of it.
That's right.
And I think that integrity has a lot to do with it.
Absolutely.
Right now, because even there's some people that have made big and they've ruined their name so badly.
But what does the scripture say about that, Pastor Monique? It says a good name is worth more than what?
Riches.
More than gold and riches.
So you can have all the records, you can have all this, but your name is tarnished.
Yeah.
And that's why
it's nice to be nice.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
this is gospel music.
Right.
And you talk about I'm a gospel singer, because none of us are perfect. All of us, especially when you've been in, I don't even like to Google myself. Please, nobody ever Google me. Please, and thank you. But I pride myself after trying to live a good life. Don't Google. No. That's no, I'm not. I cannot stand that.
No, it's the
worst. Get out of here. He turned his phone upside down. No, but I'm just saying, being a gospel singer, certain things we cannot do. Certain things, just because I'm a free spirit and I'm going to do what I want to do. No, you got to do that in R&B, but in gospel. You got to have some kind of, you understand what I'm saying? I can't be on here acting crazy, come on Facebook doing certain things, cussing and I just can't do it, because the gospel is the good news of who?
Of Jesus Christ.
Of Jesus. But you know what? I said all that because the thing is that before this pandemic started, a few years ago, I had allowed myself to get so discouraged. And I realized it's because my thought process was wrong. And when I decided that I was literally doing it for the glory of God and not for the glory of Ron, it was amazing how doors began to open up. And I say that because then I realized that, again, I was measuring my success with my own ruler, which was, again, is God pleased with my service? But it's amazing how even before this pandemic, I'm not a household name, but I was on the road every week, traveling, singing, preaching, plays, reality shows. But the thing is, I had to realize that it wasn't about me. It's all about God. And if he's pleased, first of all, how many people have I helped to get saved since January 1st?
That is the ruler.
I'm singing the gospel. I'm preaching the gospel. I'm traveling all over the world, but nobody's getting saved.
Right. So that's the ruler. If somebody comes up to me after
success for me.
Yeah, if somebody comes to me after I've ministered and say that, oh, you sounded amazing and all this kind of stuff. Not saying that that's what they say, but I'm just saying, like, generalized. If a singer has someone come, I would rather hear somebody say, you know what, I was on the verge of suicide before I got here tonight. And after I heard you sing what you sang, I felt God's presence. I feel like I can make it. I'm turning my life around. Or I didn't know Jesus before I met. We went on a cruise once and a girl said, I was not even a Christian. I just came on here with some friends of mine and they took me to y'all's concert. And after I heard y'all's music, I feel like I want to know more about Jesus. See, that's the ruler. You can keep the Stellars, you can keep the Grammys.
Come on.
But if God is pleased enough to where somebody else wants to know more about him, like I always pray, God, let me be effective as well as impressive. Don't let me just be able to riff and run, but let me be able to affect somebody else's life with everything that comes out of my mouth. I want you to be pleased, and I want somebody to want to know you just a little bit. Wait a minute. Wait.
And my thing is, how dare we leave the stage at any point, whether we're ministering in song, for a concert, or we're preaching? How dare we leave that stage without offering the sinner's prayer? And
everybody doesn't have that opportunity.
Without offering
some
salvation.
Kind of way we can offer salvation to somebody.
Every time. That's what it's about.
We can offer salvation to somebody.
And I also think we got to be careful how we leave the stage and feel like, oh, I killed it.
Come on.
That part.
Oh, Pastor Monique.
God in heaven.
Oh, God. I killed them tonight, Doc. I killed them tonight, Doc. Because a lot of times when we feel like we did, we really didn't.
We didn't.
That's the whole thing.
We didn't. And God, and let me tell you something. You got to be careful with that because God will humble you so quickly.
He'll do what, Ashley?
Humble you.
Yeah. Most of the deep folks say humble.
Yeah, he'll humble and humble you.
Silent H, humble.
He will do both at the same time with both hands. Just
and you watch what you say about folks too. Folks, listen, because it's been a time where I sat with folks and they was laughing and talking about people on program. When I got up there, it felt like I couldn't get a note out. And I said, oh, never again. I don't sit in corners and laugh and talk about people.
Oh, God, no. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about integrity. Integrity is mostly what you do when nobody's looking.
Yes.
It's not just what you're doing when people are right in your face. Integrity is the stuff that you're doing when nobody's looking at you.
Now, I agree with that, but I will say this as a person that goes to the GMWA.
Bye, Monique.
No.
Well, everybody is somebody now.
The problem with a lot of people is you gotta know when you don't sound right and ask for somebody to help you. You don't come to the GMWA is not the place to come.
That's right.
And y'all ain't got no kind of nothing going on. Because only thing about me, I don't believe in laughing, but if something is funny, I cannot hold it. Some of the things I'm like,
no, you make this face. Monique makes this face like
that cannot be what y'all rehearsed. Who's rehearsing you? That ain't what y'all rehearsed. Come on.
Yeah.
But here's my question: Do we blame the artist or do we blame the people around them that just refuse to tell them the truth?
Both.
You can't tell them the truth. Like with me, I'm the type of singer right now that will take correction. I love to be produced.
Me too.
Produce me.
Absolutely.
Like, oh no, I gotta sit there and feel it. No, produce me. I'm
absolutely
okay with that. That's part of growth. You understand what I'm saying? But some people, I feel those people that get up that act like that and do that, you cannot tell them anything.
What?
And that's why you get what you get. Now I don't believe in sitting down laughing at somebody, but come on now. Come on.
Now those are the type of people that do have you in your head or out of your mouth saying, what just happened? And because here's the thing, and I'm a GMWA baby, so I have seen the best and the worst of all of it, Monique. When I tell you some of the main ones that do all of that and you can't tell them nothing are the main ones that walk off stage like, I killed that.
Oh yeah.
No, you killed us.
Ashley,
Right.
there have been times
We're still fanning the flame.
I had to repent because the tears, and because it's just like, why would you want to come here to do that? And then
You don't do that GMWA because them kids come to sing down.
Period.
And then another thing about that, when it's always the ones that I don't know who's rehearsing, Donald Duck rehearsing them. Then they got to go. You ever see them hold up the cards 5 more minutes? Okay, 1 more minute. Then it says, get off the stage. And they enjoying themselves. Come on.
I told y'all, because 2 years in a row, Detroit chapter had me leading out on the main stage. I was looking at Monique because she was clapping and smiling. I'm like, okay, I'm doing all right. Because it's GMWA, these people come and they can show enough sing.
They can.
I flopped that GMWA. It ain't because I ain't rehearsed, because I ain't had no voice.
You didn't, but let me tell you, you did not
flop. I did the same flop.
No, let me tell y'all, Monique did not flop. First of all, when you have a hit, you can't flop because everybody's singing so loud they don't know what you're singing. But we knew you were hoarse. You were very honest with everybody.
No, did you see that phlegm on my vocal cords? That's what that was. Or if I would have got a shot, I would have been fine. Or if I would have had
what dress was fitting you so did nobody care?
What do you mean?
Let me tell you something, David. When you walked out to that stage, them men was howling. Well, some of them.
Wait.
Well, some of them were.
Yeah, because
listen,
not many, but some of them were.
Okay.
She looked great, y'all. But no, remember we had lunch that day, and you told me that your voice was hoarse. Do you remember that?
What happened. It just went. I wasn't singing that week. That's my week of relaxation.
But you know what? You be at everything. You be at morning prayer. You praise them all week long.
I believe in prayer. Now I'm gonna tell you, if I don't do nothing else.
But you don't have step nothing. So you didn't realize it, but you have been using your voice all week. So but you guys sang like on Friday.
But I wasn't if you ever notice and watch anything years ago, I don't get vocal hoarse. Hoarseness that I'm experiencing is because of all of this, the polyps, the mucus. It's too much mucus on my it makes me it takes everything. I went to the doctor yesterday to my ENT. He said, you got to go to a specialist or we got to do surgery or you'll never be able to use your voice. And I'm like, oh my God. And it was so crazy. The video that you just played, I was listening to it and I'm like, God, I need my voice back.
Man,
I need that. I want it back, but it's not. I never. One thing I love fellowship, I never got hoarse. If y'all ever watch every background song all the way, and then came and led with full voice. But now I don't. I just if my voice, if I didn't have this, I can hit the same notes. It's just that I don't know when the mucus thing. I gave up cheese. I gave up milk. And I'm like, what else do I need to give up? I told the doctor yesterday, just take my nose, take all of it off. I don't need it. I did. You want to do that? Take it off.
Right.
All right, just started praying for me over here when you said that you gave up dairy because that's I would have to fast.
Listen, first. I gotta have some cream in my coffee. So
my God, please, I do too. I love dairy. Like I'm the type of chick who can stick a straw in a gallon of milk. Like I take in that much dairy.
Yeah, but
not literally, but I'm just saying that's how much I love dairy products. I love cheese and all that.
It'll catch up with you, and I will. All the years that I ate cereal, and I was pregnant every single day. That's how my daughter said the cereal.
I can still get down like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Lord help me.
So Joe, I'm so excited for you. You have so many amazing projects coming up with Mainstream, and one that I think is going to be really intriguing and thought-provoking. That's a little different for the Saints, but I want them to be open-minded to it because I think it's going to be a really good project. And it's this one here.
When you're a kid in the neighborhood, drug dealers were like celebrities.
People know me from Maserati Rick, which was my stepfather.
He said that's all he wanted to do was to sell drugs, so that's what he pursued.
My mother is Tracy Cowan.
She grew up in that lifestyle.
I was used to having material things.
She done came across a lot of money.
I used to see cocaine, yes. Drugs, yes.
We didn't grow up seeing people getting up to go to work every day.
My mom was dating a guy and he had drugs. Start stealing his drugs and selling them.
Some of the females share the mentality of the males, which is you're just living for today.
My mom got caught up. You can't hustle scary. If you gonna do something, you gotta be 100%.
We knew it might have been dangerous, but we weren't like scared of the danger.
And having those kind of men, I could be dead in jail. They were coming after us. And the only way I know how to maintain is back to the streets.
However big or small the situation is, it's still some consequences.
How dope is that?
That's really dope.
Thank you.
Wow.
Awesome, Joe.
Wow.
Awesome.
That seems like that's going to be really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the first episode, and I'm actually editing the second one now, and so we're just gonna keep kicking them out. We interviewed about 25 women who either dated drug dealers or they were drug dealers, and the women themselves were drug dealers. So they're just keeping it real and telling the story of what it was like being in the street life. And, you know, what I want to do is counteract the narratives because I feel like it's glorified and glamorized in the media and in our music so much and in our culture. Everybody want to be a real nigga, a street nigga. Everybody want to be, you know, a bad chick or whatever. And so a pop queen and all that kind of stuff. So what I wanted to do is just show what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't telling you what to choose. Choose whatever you want to choose, but this is what comes with that. You know, and the stories are really heavy.
Wow. Well, I'm super excited about it.
That's dope.
Now, when does that show come on?
It's on the platform right now. You can go to mainstream.tv right now and watch it.
Guys, please go mainstream.tv. I'm going to be going.
How does it end up? Well, I'll watch it. Don't tell me how it
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm super excited.
Me too. Yeah.
And of course, you can still buy the Dorinda Clark Cole virtual concert as well.
Y'all, it's still up there. You're going to see it when you go to watch that other show.
I love her. I love her. I love her. I
Me
love
too.
them.
She is the rose. Yeah. She is the rose.
I love
She
her.
is. Okay,
now,
guys. So
now let the Saints know now that I didn't bleep the captain out.
That's okay. They say the word. They say the word.
Listen, they watch.
They so do.
I just want them to know.
They watch more movies than they'll say out loud. They'll be all right.
And that's real. That's real. You know.
They do.
That's life. That's what's
It's
happening
life.
now.
Okay, guys. So we got to get into some Ask the Pew. Just so you know, I did get a message from the lady who had sent us something about her sister in the cake. She says, "Excuse me, Pew, but I would just like to let you guys know that I did not appreciate you guys saying that I thought that I was privileged or something of that nature. You guys don't understand that." Hold on, sorry. "Me and my sister are the only siblings left. We are the only family left, period. So for you to say that I feel entitled was completely wrong. The thing of it is you don't know what I have done for my sister. I have helped her out too. And so the only thing I asked her is to get me a cake. I don't feel like that was too much for me to ask. She has the money. She goes everywhere else that she wants to go. So what was the big deal about me asking her to go pick me up a cake and then have a piece with me for my birthday? Y'all can miss me with that."
Oh.
Well, God bless you, sweetheart. We tried. You
Well,
know.
we don't want to be offensive, but
Yeah.
you know, that's not what we're trying to do. We want to, you know, support everyone. But we were just trying to give you some ways. to handle that. That's all.
But you know what? I think too, guys, that what we do here when it comes to Ask the Pew, first of all, you guys got to remember, you're asking us.
Right.
You guys are asking us. You're sending us these questions. We're not coming to you asking you. So in asking us, we're genuine people. So we're going to give you the real, just like we would do to a friend or family member. And what I mean by that is if I was having a conversation with Joe or Ashley or Monique, I'm going to tell them the truth, whether I feel like it's going to feel good to them or not, because I would rather them tell me. You understand what I'm saying? Than lead me astray. So we thought we were giving you the best advice per the situation, because at the end of the day, I don't feel no one owes anybody anything for their birthday. Those were our opinions. You know, I know Monique said, I don't feel like anybody owes me anything. That's our opinion. We weren't trying to say that you feel it, that you are entitled. However, I don't feel that you should be entitled to a cake. I just think it's real petty. I'm sorry, that's me. You can be mad at me, make a blog about me, hate mail. I don't care. I think it's very, very petty mail.
You don't want nobody to make a blog about you, trust me.
I don't, but you just I'm not, because my heart's in the right place. I just think it's very minute.
All of our hearts, and it wasn't like we were bashing whoever the young lady is. It wasn't like we were dogging you out or anything. We don't even know you, so it's not like anything we said was personal. But I mean, you kind of asked us, you invited us into your situation,
correct?
Of which you gave us limited detailing, so we didn't know, everything that came along with it. We gave you what you asked for, which was what our opinion was. And if y'all gonna send these questions in, you have to be open-minded and open-hearted and mature enough to be able to accept the fact that, first of all, we're giving you our opinions. It's not gospel truth.
That's right.
That's what you're asking for. You're not asking for sermons, you're asking for opinions. And that's what we will give you. So, don't take it personally. That's just how we feel.
Very diplomatic, Ashley. Very diplomatic. That's good.
And then we keep saying every week, we say, give us details. Paint.
Yes.
Give us. So don't respond now and say, you guys don't understand. Well, we don't understand because you didn't tell us the whole.
You're right, Kevin.
Tell us the whole thing.
Right.
And get it in our brains. And we're dealing with people. Jesus Christ, people.
Because the thing is, Joe, to your point, the thing is, when they don't tell us, we have to draw our own conclusion.
Right. And you give us that freedom.
We're very good at that.
When you don't give us the details. So, I mean, let's not leave it with a miss you with that, ma'am. We love you, honey.
And so, you know what? I feel like we should do exactly what you asked, and we're going to miss you with it. And I'm not going to give you any more of my breath or my time with it, because I did that last week. So, God bless you.
Go to the next thing.
God bless you.
Now.
God bless you.
You notice when you get to be my age, I ain't even.
I know that the vaccines are out and everything. I'm very glad to hear that. And so me and my girlfriend are having a little bit of a spat though, because I have already received my vaccine. But we are having an argument as to whether or not she should get hers. And it's to a point where, I want to do my part. I feel everybody should do their part. And I'm wanting to give her the ultimatum that either she gets the vaccine or it's done. I don't see any reason for her not to do so. And so I really want to push her to do this. So, I mean, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Thanks.
Woo. Okay.
Either you get vaccinated or we done. That's a lot of love right there.
What's up, family? Ron Todd here, and I am
sorry.
What's up, family?
Sorry, wrong clip. But
he said, "Push her to." I want to push her to do this.
I guess his thing is that he feels like he got his vaccine and she hasn't, and he don't want to be around it. I don't know. This is interesting.
People are struggling with whether to give it, and this Johnson & Johnson thing that has happened has made those that are afraid
even more. Yeah. And he has to be sensitive to that. Like,
yeah.
This goes back to the point of being realistic. Like, you can't push somebody to do. That's very serious. Vaccination is very serious. And some people have reasons why. I personally haven't even got mine yet because somebody said that it might fool around with the allergies that I have with iodine. I'm not gonna die behind no vaccination.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to make it my. I'm allergic to iodine. That's why I can't eat shrimp. And so,
ooh, I got me some shrimp I'm gonna eat tonight.
I'm just mean, just mean and evil. That was an evil moment.
I promise you, I do.
That was an evil moment for you. I'm gonna go back.
Iodine in it?
There's a high level of iodine in shrimp. That's why I can't even ingest
the vaccination.
Some of them do have that in there. I think that there's like one of them that does have iodine in it, and so it's a possibility that it will work against me rather than working for me. So you have to take all of that stuff into consideration. People have reasons why they haven't gotten this vaccine yet. But if you're going to leave me for that,
get your thing. Get out.
I mean,
because my thing is, that could be, I mean, it can't just be her, because think about it like this. That's just like your coworker. Are you not going to show up for work because they not vaccinated? No, you still going to go.
But
I mean, I can understand.
A lot of places going to make it mandatory, traveling and everything.
And I heard that I coming. Laminated. Yeah, I got to get my car laminated.
Oh, you can do that? Oh, I can.
You know the card they gave us? You just take it to Kinko's and laminate it.
Yeah, but I'm so disgusted because now I got that Pfizer, and now they talking about you need another one. And
a booster.
Get a booster shot once a year.
I think the booster is just either once a year or after 6 months.
Let me tell you something. After what that second shot did to me,
that second shot is a doozy.
I heard that second one was crazy.
Really?
Like my cousin was like
I thought it was a sleeping drug in that. I said, what's happening to me? I have no control of my body. Somebody help me. Oh, thank you.
It's so funny. Oh my God.
It is like that though. Jessica McGee said that second shot almost killed me.
Jessica was really sick. Yeah.
My head just pounded for like a day. I had a headache and then something else. I was really tired. But after that day, I was good.
Well, I didn't go to work the next day, and I was dog tired. But my mom got really sick. We had to rush her to the hospital that Thursday. So although I was like dragging, I was so nervous about her. That's the only reason why I was up.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. But I was gone. I that day off. Done.
But I don't want you guys to let that deter you, because that's what it's supposed to do. Vaccines, they give you a little bit of it. And so that's how you know it's working. And your system is building an immunity to it. But I was telling everybody from the beginning, Johnson & Johnson to me couldn't even make baby powder.
That's what my friend said. They got a problem with baby powder. You think I'm gonna take? Yeah,
because I wasn't taking nothing by Johnson & Johnson.
How other two have two, and you got one, so either it's extra strong or something.
No, it was only supposed to be 65% effective.
Right, but that doesn't mean that it's not as strong. So something that you have to take 2 doses for, and one you gotta take one. So it had to be something that you only take 1 pill. That's how I look.
Wait, Kevin says, what part of the relationship would not work if she doesn't take the vaccine? I assume it was working before you got yours. Oh my.
Oh Lord, Nicole is on here.
Let the church say it, man.
My patience is so low. First of all, I don't think I would ever date nobody. I'm too old. But listen, if I was to date somebody and they say they want to leave me, I don't care if you want to leave because my eyebrow was crooked. I don't care if you want to leave. Oh Jesus, go, please. Oh no, you want to go because of that? We ain't had nothing.
I agree.
Nicole, I love you. Oh,
Nicole said, I have Moderna. Me too. I have Moderna too.
Vaccinated? Oh no. Okay.
Like this is not the time to have those type of dumb ultimatums. Like that situation is way too serious.
Because if she gets COVID, you're not gonna go on. You're not gonna be that sick. So
you're vaccinated, right? Like I don't understand what the problem would be.
That's
like you,
crazy.
and now she sees how much of a jerk you are and how insensitive you are. So,
right. Ultimatum is such a strong word. And I think people need to be careful with that. I'm going to give you an ultimatum. Wait a minute. Because I won't get a vaccine?
Yeah. But there's ways, even in a relationship, that you can tell somebody that you want them to do something. If you really love somebody, first of all, don't boss me about. This is why I know I wouldn't work no more in a relationship. Don't boss me. I'm 55. I do what I want to do. I pay my own bills, my own car notes, all of that. I do. Thank you. Okay.
Period, boo.
This is why I'm single right now. Because I don't play.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my husband's bills? If you can, we can just share.
I had this young guy call me last night, 40-something years old. I said, yeah, I can tell.
That's young.
He gonna ask me about muscles. I said, muscles? Can you hold a decent conversation? What's your credit score? I don't care about no muscle. What are you talking about?
What muscles was he concerned about?
I said, sir, listen, I'm a grown
woman.
Which
muscles was he concerned about?
He was asking what your preference was.
I don't care what muscle was. If any one of the muscles can excite you, you ain't made of nothing. You ain't got no substance. If a muscle, I don't care what muscle it is. I tell all the women, if a muscle can excite you, you have no substance. Are you kidding me?
He wants to excite you with them muscles.
The muscles in your picture, no. In fact, click. Call me a messenger. What do you think I am? I'm 55. I'm not 25.
Hey, Monique, I got muscles, meathead.
People still fall for muscles?
Listen, people have not stopped being empty.
No.
Muscles on your couch while you at work all day. What that look like?
So you can say you got somebody? Absolutely, unequivocally not.
But it's just like when you watch My 600-Pound Life. They always got somebody.
Always.
I don't
watch the movie. That lets you know there is a lid for every pot.
That's right.
There is one.
But you got to be from down south to come up with that.
A lid for every pot.
There's a lid for every pot.
Mississippi all day, baby.
Yeah, I like that.
Jessica said he needs to be black, Monique.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been trying to be nice because I'm like, what do you keep calling? What's the call? That's why I don't answer messenger. But I'm like, okay, let me see. What is it? Oh, I think you're cute. Oh, thank you. What's your name? How old are you? So he gave me his age, 41, and he started saying stuff. He said, "Did you see the muscles on my profile?" I said, "Sir, you must got me."
He thought that excited you. He thought that was going to excite you.
What?
He thought the muscles was going to excite you.
Muscles?
Yep. He thought you wanted to lay your hands ever so gently on his pectorals.
When you get to be my age, you get so smart and so wise. No, I said, life is about doing stuff. What are you doing? What are your aspirations? What are you working towards? Get out of here. I had one guy talking about, I want to take you out with some fine dining. I said, well, where do you like to go? He said, Red Lobster.
Oh.
Good night, sir.
Well, I like Red Lobster. I love it.
But that ain't fine dining.
I said, oh, no, thank you. Absolutely not.
Reggie.
No, you just said
took me out.
Let's go to Red Lobster. That's what for fine dining, Red Lobster.
But I had a friend that said to me, she was like, she said, before I got with this person, they ain't know nothing about fine dining, like the Outback and Chili's. And I said,
Chili's is where you go after Bible study. Like, come
Listen,
on. That's not fine dining.
Or rehearsal.
You go there for lunch on your lunch break.
For 25. Come on now, that ain't no fine dining.
Come on now.
People just you can DoorDash Chili's. That's not fine dining. Like
they got prices on the menu. That's not fine dining.
The fact that he just broke out into another conversation saying that like it was one of the talking points for him was his, you're pretty and who he is, and then his muscles. That goes to show what kind of women he's used to impressing.
That's exactly what I said.
Somebody has let him think that he actually is, he can only be pretty and that's enough.
That's it.
And he ran up on you, and I didn't feel
exactly what I told him. I said, "Oh no, but you got to get up really early for me. Muscles don't do nothing. That's not a thing. No. I don't care about no muscles. I want to know: can you talk? Do you have dinner etiquette? Can you hold a fork and a knife properly?
Well, did he know which fork is which? How about that?
Right.
Of course. Now, come on, church people don't know those things. Not all. I'm sorry. I'm a church people. I'm only joking. I'm just saying, that's what people want to learn. Especially people with a lot of muscles. They don't know that. They don't know how to properly cut. I can't. If you don't know how to. If I go to dinner with you and you hold your thing like this, and I'm getting up and leaving. Absolutely not.
Monique.
Or you take your napkin.
Kenny, you are so.
I don't even have a problem with that because even if you feel like you're gonna make a mess, I'd rather for you. But I'm just
saying, it doesn't go on in your shirt like
it doesn't.
Where does it go? Where it goes, yo?
Over your lap.
But let me tell you a problem with people who can't control their bodily functions. Why are you passing gas at my table? If you got to pass it that bad, walk away.
Wait,
I can go to the bathroom and pass gas.
You got some pretty disgusting people that you.
Or you belching and you not covering your mouth and all that kind of stuff. No, that's horrible.
Now we've gone into hygiene and etiquette.
And smacking, sounding like a dog lapping water. I can't do that.
Yo, wait, what was Joe getting ready to say?
I took a girl out one time.
Oh God.
And so she had the cloth napkin sitting on the table. So I peeped the sheet and I knew she was a little ghetto. I was into that back then. I said, sweetie, the napkin goes in your lap. She was like, oh, I don't usually drop food in my lap. Dead serious. She was serious. She was like, oh no, I don't usually drop food in my lap. I'm like,
yeah, see.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, see.
Oh, baby.
You usually don't have wrecks, but you wear your seatbelt.
Right.
What are we doing?
I was like, no, it's just etiquette. You just
Joe, that is the word. Etiquette.
It's just etiquette.
That's something that my parents taught me and my brothers at a very young age because we sat at dinner together. I'm telling you, if my brothers smacked, they would get smacked at the table. If we didn't hold our fork and knives right, oh my God, that's a slap.
Yeah. My dad to this day cannot take people smacking. He cannot stand it.
I can't stand when people, like if you have a T-bone, don't or even a ribeye or something, don't pick up the steak and eat it.
That's stuff you do at home. You do that at
home.
That's
a caveman.
You don't do that. At Ruth Chris.
Oh, I've gone out with my boys and they just pick up the steak like a burger.
What, your sons?
No, friends. And I mean, these were pastors.
People your age did that.
No, some of them were older than me. These were pastors. And they picked it up like they were biting into a burger.
No way. There's no way I would eat dinner. I wouldn't even eat with them anymore. I couldn't do it.
And then they got soup, and this is how it sounds. Look.
Okay. Let me ask you, Ron. No. How do those people tip? Because I can't stand a cheap tipper.
Me neither.
Or when it's time to tip or it's time to pay, you pull out a calculator trying to make sure you give exact figures and all that. Just give them the money. You try to calculate now. Is it 10%? Am I doing 15%? Come on, you bill $150. Give them $30.
If you want to do it by yourself, then you do it by yourself. But when you with a group of people and you with the right people, look, I'm just gonna give X amount of dollars.
Period.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe especially if I got great service,
absolutely. I'm the same way.
I can't stand when people be cheap when it comes out to a tip.
I can't stand it.
My grandfather actually taught us, and that's why my dad and I are such big tippers now. Yeah. Because my granddaddy was so good at tipping, he would go to one restaurant so many times, and they recognized him when he walked in, and the waitresses and waiters would fight for his table because they knew that he was going to take care of them. Yep. They do my dad the exact same way. He tips before they even get the food out there and just tells them here's a little something for you, and the service is amazing. It's immaculate if you already got your tip. Yeah. But I'm just
for fine dining. Most of the time those people are trained to serve and be kind. And be sweet,
yes.
And you're gonna want to tip them.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like.
It's hard for you not to tip.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. I haven't gotten up yet. Don't ask me for no tip. I'm going to do it. Don't ask me for it. I've been asked at fine dining. Even when I go get my manicure. Okay, how much you're gonna do tip? Where's your tip, honey? Honey, where's your tip? It's like I'm still trying to dry. I mean, what's up? Give me a minute. I'm gonna give you your tip. Okay.
Wait.
Tip. They keep asking me.
What fine? I want to know right now, Ron. What restaurant you went to and they asked you for a tip?
Where was I at? Well, it wasn't really fine. It was what's that? Oh gosh.
The Olive Garden?
No. It was wait, I'm trying to think which one it was. It wasn't Morton's. It was
Italian. Olive Garden is fake Italian. They got
all day, every day.
Sorry,
where was that at? It's not Morton's. It's another. What's another steakhouse up here that's like fine dining, Joe? It wasn't Morton's.
It's Fleming's.
Fleming's. It was Fleming's. Yep.
Yikes.
But normally, what they'll do when you pay with cash,
this is the thing. The tip was already included. The gratuity was already included, but they were asking for an additional tip, which I was gonna do anyway.
But they asked for it.
Oh yeah.
How did it?
Because they said that they had to go. Their shift was over, and we were still sitting there talking. But I don't care. The restaurant is still open, so. I think it's rude for you to come and rush me to give you a tip because you're ready to go. That's not good service.
Wait. If you go to a fine dining place and the tip is already included, you don't have to give another tip.
I usually give a little bit.
Because if it's included, they have already jacked the prices. They got it to the highest peak already.
Yeah. I still usually give them a little bit extra. Especially if I'm with a group and I really enjoyed the service, I give them a little extra.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I tip very heavy. When I get my nails done, I'll go to the same person. I get my feet done, and I'll give them $20 a piece. Especially, if they take their time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when they do my feet, they be looking like Shanae. I'll be like, what is going on? I come every 2 weeks. I'm like, is it that much damn skin? I'm here all the time. Like, what's going on? Okay, we got another question. Hold on.
I like to be interrupted. Go ahead, read the question.
This is Lexi, and I have a question. So I just found out that my boyfriend has been sleeping with my best friend for the last year. The only way I found out was because my friend was having a very guilty conscience. So I just need help on figuring out if I should continue my friendship with her and leave my boyfriend, or should I stay with him and let her be, or just, end my relationship with both of them? Like, I'm really hurt and I just don't know what to
do. Okay. First of all, I feel, did it say that the girl told her the truth?
The friend did.
Yeah. Because with the boyfriend, if she stays with the boyfriend, this is his MO. This is what he does. Mm-hmm. This is what he does. And you got to ask yourself, do I want to put up with this for the rest of my life? I feel being that the friend was honest. I feel she shouldn't have done it anyway, but different things happen. If the friend was honest with her, that I would probably see myself, and this is just Monique talking, I would probably see myself maybe continue with the friend more than the boyfriend, because you have got to be, I'm not in relationship, an intimate relationship with my friend. When I say intimate, a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
I'm in a relationship with you. And if you could do that to me, you don't care about me. She did it. She probably felt bad. It's coming to me, telling me the truth. I have to forgive you. And if you decide not to be friends, you got to forgive her. But with me, it matters how your heart is. It matters if you really felt bad enough, and I've been in that same exact situation. And me and my best friend, she cried. And we best friends to this day. I mean, we're real close, real close. So, yeah.
Don't leave your man around her, sis.
Huh?
Right.
Don't leave your man around her, though.
Well, you know what?
For real.
But you know what? It really wasn't. It happened, but it happened in a weird way. It was really weird and unexpected with her. And it was sort of kind of shocking. She was dealing with serious health issues, and somebody played on that. Played on it really bad.
Jessica McGee says, break up and break it off with her. Do not be around that kind of toxic relationship / friendship. Christina Ty, oh, hey, Chris. It's my sister. She said, I wouldn't trust her or him ever again. Renee Rogers says, if you continue to be friends, will you be able to trust her around your next man?
Yeah,
Jessica McGee said, I forgive them, but girl, bye. Nope. Kobe Bolden says, find you a new friend and BF and boyfriend. Kevin says, I think the boyfriend needs to go, and at least the girlfriend was honest at some point. I agree.
I agree with that.
I'm torn, though. I'm going to tell you what I'm torn with.
Man, it's a situation. Yeah. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I because I think my issue is hold on, Reggie. Reggie said, Ron, I heard you said you were in several stage plays. How much you paying your actor friends to call with these questions, and where can I get an application? # put me on. Oh no, you are crazy.
I love you, Reggie, whoever you are.
That's her husband.
My husband sitting to the left of me with his goofy self. Ron, had I known he was typing that, I would have kicked his phone out of his hand.
I can't afford to pay nobody to say nothing. I told you the jobs are slim right now. But no, but I guess my thing is, think about it this way. If my best friend slept with my wife,
well, that's a whole that's different. We talking about wife and boyfriend and girlfriend. That's two different.
Girlfriend, like they could be committed or not committed at any point.
Yeah. But to me, again, is left to our assumption. Let's say they're in a committed, serious relationship, headed to Zales. Okay, they haven't done it yet, but they've been going to K's looking. So if you sleep with them, I appreciate you telling me, but I'll put it to you this way. I don't think that we could ever be as close.
No.
I think I will forgive you if I see you. It'll be one of those like, hey, what's up, man? You good? All right, cool. Or hey, how you doing? If I saw you, but for me, we're not gonna be like going and chop it up. We're not hanging out at Champs eating waffle fries. We're not gonna be clicking mugs, watching the game, eating wings and nachos. Like, we're not gonna do any of that. It's just gonna be more so like a mutual respect. I respect you for telling me the truth. I care about you. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. But as far as us being, tight like socks this week, it ain't gonna happen. Because you've broken that trust. I love you. I want the best for you. But now you show me that I can't trust you at all. Because you have no self-control. That's another thing. Because even though that's just my girlfriend, you mean to tell me that he whispered in your ear or he blew in your ear, or his muscles or whatever had you so weak that you had to betray me? Come on. It's like my best friend's wife could look like Holly Berry, and she can come over to my house with nothing but a trench coat and open it wide at my door. I'm not about to sleep with my best friend's girl. Okay. I'm gonna push her out and say, "Get out." And when she closes the door, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh," you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm going to fight her if I have to off of me, because I'm not going to betray my friend. I wouldn't care if every time I saw her, you know, I went at home and had wet dreams. I'm not going to get on top of this woman. It's not going to happen.
That's what Joseph did.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Joseph. The woman snatched his coat off and he ran out there. He wouldn't give her none.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Come on, that's the word.
But
he did.
I was just saying, it's just like if my best friend, if his girl came over here in nothing but a trench coat and red pumps and opened the coat when she got to the door, and her body was tight like Beyonce's, I'm not gonna say, "Oh my gosh, I gotta have you." I'm gonna be like, "Joe, really?" No, right, and but I'm gonna fight her off, and I'm gonna push her out my house, and I'm gonna call my boy like your girl crazy. No, I'm not gonna say nothing to him because he may not believe me. He may not believe me, so I'm gonna just push her out.
But most of the time, when things like that happen, it doesn't happen in a 1, 2, 3. It's a buildup.
Yeah,
have a conversation, and then don't let it be a problem between you and your girlfriend. Y'all trying to talk it out, and one thing will lead to the other, and then you start saying things that you shouldn't say. So, and then it makes the curiosity, you know, and then one thing women got to stop doing as well as men is stop telling all your business. Stop saying, you know, when you married, how good he is. Oh, how he is. Like that.
Beating it out the frame.
You tell, I don't care how close. That's one thing about me. I don't care how close I get to, you know, I don't really have close friends like that. But you don't tell them, certain things you don't share.
That's right.
You know how good they are and stuff like that. That got their little wheels are turning.
Right.
Men too. Men want to share. Oh, my girl is this and my girl is that. Next thing you know,
45-pound cat. But my thing is,
what?
Joe,
what did he say, Ashley? Hold on. Please tell me what he said.
No, but so Monique, this is the thing. This is why I think that it's a fine line when it comes to men and women, especially like Ashley, like she's married. So I probably, even if I lived in Mississippi, more than likely, I'm not going to come hang out with Ashley, just me and her. Not because I want Ashley in that way, but I'm just not going to do it. It's going to be me, her, and Reggie. And if Reggie's not home, I'm going to wait in the car until Reggie gets there. But Reggie not going to come home and me and Ashley sitting on the couch chopping it up. That's just me. Like, I have a friend. We've been friends since the first grade. But when she got married, instantly the dynamics of the relationship changed. She got married first. We didn't have a conversation. It just automatically happened. And it wasn't because we didn't trust each other, but it was a respect that we had for our spouses. So instead of me and her having we're going to go and have lunch or we're going to go have dinner. No, you're a whole married woman. So whatever we're going to do is going to be with me and your husband. You know, I mean, talking on the phone. Okay.
But you know what? I wouldn't think that if you were in Mississippi and you said, Ash, I'm here. I'll be here for a couple of days. Let's go to lunch. Or vice versa. She's in Detroit. Oh, I'm in Detroit for a couple. Let's go to lunch. I think that's totally, y'all like brother and sisters.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
But see, here's the difference.
When you talk about coming over by the house, you know, although we know nothing, that's another thing. But I'm just saying, if you in town and you know, I don't think it'll be anything wrong with y'all.
I'm going to give you a perfect example. But you're single. But here's the perfect example.
How much?
Here's the perfect example, though. When Ashley came to Detroit, she said, "Bro, I'm here." If I would have went to her hotel, we would have met in that good lobby. Do you hear me?
Oh no, that's protocol. And that's nobody comes to my room. I don't play. But I'm just saying, if she go to a restaurant, that's not wrong with y'all going to lunch.
Yeah. Now here's the thing for me, and Reggie was saying this over here. I mean, whenever if you're in town and you're coming to town or whatever, he knows we know each other's dynamic. We knew each other before we got here, so we know how we are when it comes to our friendships. We are very trusting with each other, but we also have respect and boundaries in our relationship. Now, here's the thing, though. Some people's level of respect is looked at a little bit differently than other people's, where I wouldn't see me going out with a guy that's a friend of mine because I have just as many guy friends as I have girlfriends. It's always been that way. He's the exact same way. He has just as many girls as friends as he has guys as friends. If one of his homegirls from and he's a nurse, so that's a predominantly female field anyway. And that's the most of the people that he's been going to school with, that he's having to work with, that he's having to travel with, or whatever. So if I come home and one of his nurse girls, is talking to him or whatever, he's already told me, look, so and so is at the house with me, and I just want you to come meet us. So where are you? Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. But we're not gonna be mad at each other if one of our friends of the opposite sex decides that they want to take us out to lunch or something. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. He doesn't either. And that kind of, but you have to have some kind of trust in your relationship, and it goes for the individual and for the actual couple. Now, everybody can't do that, right? Because people don't have that type of relationship, right? But as far as me and my house, like I'm good over here. But I know boundaries and I know how to respect.
Yeah.
But you know what, with males or females, I'm really funny about where I live and where I live.
That's right.
And everybody, if I'm having a dinner party or something like that, I invite a few friends over, but I'm really funny about my house.
Yeah.
It has to remain my place, especially when I was in Charlotte, my place of peace, my place of place. So I just don't want everybody in my house. Like when I go out of town, I don't care if I know people. I don't care if your house is a 5-room mansion with 6 bathrooms. I'll stay in the hotel.
I'm the same way.
I don't stay nobody, not even family. It's okay. Y'all just come pick me up over by the Marriott.
It's a privacy thing for me. Like I just like my own privacy. I like to be subject to my own freedom.
Sure.
And I don't like having to bother anybody else to do what it is that I can do for myself. If I'm in that room by myself, I can fend for myself and not have to worry about messing with anybody else's stuff or waking anybody else up. Like I like having my freedom,
That's
right. My privacy.
Can I give you a story though?
And just in case you go to stay at somebody's house and they forgot to put some toilet paper in the bathroom, how you ask for that? See, at the hotel, you can call downstairs.
Right. I carry wet wipes with me everywhere. In my loot, when one of my bags that I carry a bag.
That stuff make you feel uncomfortable.
It do. Let me give you an example. I went to visit. I had to sing. I'm not gonna say the city because somebody might be watching and know exactly who I'm talking about. But I went to stay with a friend and his wife, and they have 2 children, but only one was there. And when I got up that Saturday morning, my friend had went for a jog. He's one of those workout fanatics, and so I opens the door to my room because I have to cross the hall to go to the bathroom, and wifey in that room with that bra, and it was like a bra and panty set, and she in there putting on lotion.
You saw this man's wife bathing.
She and listen, and she was made like a brick house. You hear me? And so I'm standing there and I'm getting it all in.
David, come on, David.
I'm looking, but I felt so uncomfortable. And so maybe like 5 minutes later, my friend came walking in and he walking up the stairs. And by that time she had put on some clothes and he came in and now mind you, I was in the room, I had on a white beater and some gym shorts, and he walked. Hey man, don't be walking out out that room like that. And I was like, man, well, I had to go to the bathroom because my wife in there, but we was playing. But I felt so uncomfortable. I did not want to be in that house without him.
Sure.
So, like, as a general rule of thumb, like for me, if I come to town, even if I'm coming to your house, like if I would have got to his house and he wasn't there, I would have stayed my black tail outside until he got there.
I don't go to nobody's house. You ain't got to never worry about me staying at nobody's house. I don't do it. Everybody don't clean with bleach and stuff.
That's right. But see, because my thing is, you're still male, you're still female. And I don't care what nobody say. If you vulnerable enough, or if you're going through something, all you need is somebody to be there at the right time, giving you a shoulder to lean on. So I don't put myself in scenarios where that can be conducive whatsoever. That's why if he not there, I'm away from him. I don't care how long I've been knowing you, because you're not about to walk in and see me with my legs kicked up, eating chocolate bonbons on your couch next to your wife.
Why your legs got to be kicked up though?
I don't know. Because I'm imagine if I walk in my house and I see one of my boys sitting on the couch and him and my wife just chopping it up and laughing and keying, I'm gonna be like, what's going on? Right.
What did your husband say, Ashley? Please.
Do y'all do this on a regular?
So y'all do this when I'm not around?
Right. But see, Ashley, you said something key. Like if you know one of your opposite sex friends is coming over, at least let me know. I don't walk into a surprise.
I will always. It will never be something that. But I don't have a lot of people at my house anyway.
Oh, I don't have nobody at my house.
There's maybe about 10 people that come to my house, and 3 of them are our parents.
Right. So, matter of fact, ain't nobody been to my house in a year and a half. But before that, the only people that came here was my family, like my immediate family.
I mean, it's not on purpose. It's just we live so far away. Folks don't want to come visit us.
Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing when nobody can. That means if you over here, either you followed me home or something. This ain't around the way.
Joe, I'm curious. What do you feel about that, as far as the opposite sex being friends and things like that?
No,
just a simple no.
Yeah. That's a complete answer.
Well, when you say being friends, I mean, friendship is cool, but it's got to be boundaries, right?
It's got to be boundaries.
Got to be boundaries, and all of that. Yeah, and it's not even so. For me, it's not that I don't trust people per se. I don't trust human nature.
That's me.
I get that.
And so even the most upstanding, honest of people have emotions, have feelings,
have
desires, have all kinds of things. And, like Monique just said, with her situation, a person was emotionally vulnerable and somebody capitalized on that. Mm-hmm. I've been in that situation before. So, it's like, it's not that I don't trust people, I don't trust human nature.
Right, that's excellent.
And not only that, you got to think about it. And this is one thing, Joe, I'm sure you understand. Even if I'm not trying to like you, if you're the opposite sex and you have any kind of appeal whatsoever, us as men, we can see you and things can get, 10 million strong and growing. You see what I'm saying? And so once that happens, it's really hard. Oh, bad point. Okay, wait. It's really strong. It's really difficult.
But wait, let me just say this too. When people
it's hard.
When people see people,
it gets really hard.
I'm trying to stop you, Ron. I'm trying to stop you. When people see people like us, that are people that are always in the forefront, they see what they see on stage.
Right.
That's why we cannot afford any type like the human nature thing, because see, people will fall in love with the person they see holding the mic, singing, flinging.
That's right.
Hair. You know what I'm saying? And then
flings that hair, baby.
I'm just dreaming about you and all this stuff. So I don't even put myself in that place for you.
We don't get those, Monique. Only people be dreaming about you. They like to dream about you.
They can dream on, dream away. That's what it's gonna ever be is a dream. Oh no.
All it'll ever be is what?
A dream. But see, they don't know me. They don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more than a stage. I'm more than I'm more than a flinging of a hair. There's a person under here, a real person. You know? So, and everybody can't handle that. And then you don't ever want to even get yourself you're just different, you know. Just different.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful. Uh-huh.
And let me help the ladies out. I want to piggyback off something Monique said earlier. Ladies, stop telling your dude about your friend that's a hoe.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Stop telling your dude all about your girl that's a hoe and she did this and girl, that's my friend, but I mean she was giving some guy head and the blah blah.
Can make a sprite can disappear in her mouth.
In our brains.
Right. That's right.
Because then now I can't unknow that.
Right. That's right. And then curiosity sets in. Like, I wonder what that be like.
And it's human nature, like you said. That's just plain old human nature. Women do the exact same thing, whether they want to admit it or not. But you heard about a dude, even I mean, that's word of mouth is usually one of the biggest tools to turn people off and on to other people.
That's
so
right.
it doesn't stop just because you have a status with somebody and you think that they won't. They're not blind. You know, they're just committed now. You know, but their hormones still work. Their growth and everything. You know that still works. You know, so you have to.
I know mine still work. I don't have no problem.
Say it. I have.
Please say it.
I want to say nope.
You have to say it.
If Joe can tell us not to talk about the hoes, I know you can say it.
A little bit too deep.
No. Come on.
Let's go.
We ready for it.
Let's go.
With me, I'm the type of person. This is why I don't get involved. If you can cheat on me, you got a problem.
Because you give enough attention?
That's all I'm gonna say.
I say that because listen here, when people cheat, they usually cheat because they're not getting enough from the person they're with.
That's not always the case.
Let me tell you something. Like I said, you cheat on me, you just a nasty somebody. Because if I'm married to you, I aim to please, and I'm like, you are mine, I'm yours.
Woo!
Oh, come on.
The bedroom is not what?
Period.
Come on.
Because some of the older saints said, they don't do fellatio, they don't, buy for apples, they don't toss salads, So
I gotta
it's
go.
like
apples.
They don't buy for apples. They
You
don't
see how we
toss
always
salads with
be in the right
tongs.
lane, and you be swerving into the woods like that. This always happens.
I'm talking in every way, whatever you need. I'm willing to, even if I need to make changes, you tell me. Let's talk about this.
Right. Tell me what you like.
Yeah.
But see, a lot of people, not even sexually, but they don't even learn their spouse's love language. They have no idea how they like to be treated, how they like to be talked to.
That's a big deal.
Because a lot of times you laying in the bed, pumping up, sweating, almost hauling over, and come to find out they like it nice and slow, and they just want you to talk dirty to them.
Ron. I'm about to go.
It's the truth. But you have not taken time to find out what it is they like, and you pumping your brains out.
See, but the problem is, let me tell you something about that, Ron. When people learn each other and they know, there's everything is not the same all the time. Sometimes it will be one way, another time it will be sometimes less, and a real woman knows how she should be able to make with a stroke I can stroke you and tell you where I'm at. Whether I need you to love me, whether I need you to, or I know how to say, hey, babe, boom, boom, and you know what that means too. So I think it's all about, again, love language.
Absolutely. And people don't understand how much of a big deal that is.
That's a big deal.
That's a huge, huge deal because it lets me know, A, that you know who I am outside of my bedroom.
Right.
And B, that you actually are interested in pleasing the me that you know I am.
Jessica, how did we get to this? I don't know, Jessica.
We always end up in the woods. Everybody was driving. I don't think we ever question.
Well, the thing is, do like the scriptures say. Do like the scriptures say, and just be ye also ready. Because my thing is, if you're married and your husband want it, you be ready. Don't be talking about somebody need to run and go do this. He getting off work. You already be ready.
But now this is what I want to ask about, and this is just taking us back to the question at hand, because I'm wondering if she's even asking this question, then that means that she really cares about this guy and she really cares about her friendship. So it leads me to wonder if this is something that she's considering she wants to stay in, if the relationship is worth salvaging, or if this is just something like if this was a one-time thing and he's just not that type of person and they had a slip up or something like it's so many different scenarios to consider.
Well, see, then he gonna always be comparing her to the friend.
Not if it was whack.
Yeah.
But I think if a man could do that and that close, he's in business. Most guys that really love, they cherish, and even if they have a slip up, they ain't gonna slip up with the best friend.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that not only could hurt my wife or my girl, it'll crush her.
Yeah.
But see, that goes back to boundaries. That goes back to boundaries. Why is your best friend and your man so close to where they would even be in a situation where they could slip up?
Well, and like I said, it's conversation. It's when you start too much conversation, and you go to her, you say, let me tell you what he did, and then she go try to talk to him, say, what you did to her wasn't right, and you call yourself trying to be the mediator. Next thing you know, and that's sometimes how things can happen. Don't let nobody mediate. Don't let nobody. Y'all get your stuff together. Don't just keep your mouth closed. Don't tell nothing. Y'all can just have the biggest argument. Y'all come out smiling. Don't let nobody know.
Right.
Because somebody gonna be trying to play matchmaker. And
that's so good. That is so good. Yeah. I think married couples need to learn that too, because even don't think saints don't watch in the church, especially pastors and leaders. If y'all at odds, you better learn how to be real good actors and actresses. It's not fake, it's mature. Because what happens is when people notice the first lady not amen in that Sunday, they like, oh, it must be turbulence in that relationship, and all of a sudden they gotta go and meet with the pastor.
Oh, that was your walk? They were tiptoeing. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I made a point. I was coming home from my brother's church Bible study tonight, and I was making a point, and it's disappointing because I was a first lady 2 times over, and what people in ministry got to understand. First of all, there's a great fight against marriage, and that's why me and Bishop Walker are so really tight, because we understand and we notice where we went wrong. But what we got to understand about church, about the word, and about ministry is we go to church to learn the word so we can go home and live it. If you have a preach in you, you a pastor, you got such a preach in you, that same preach ought to help you do what's right when you home.
Absolutely.
And I think we getting this church thing mixed up. We want to come, we want to dance, we want to shout, but then when we get home, what? That's what the word does, come to correct us. So
right.
I really don't understand how, you get to the place y'all have a hard time, then you come home and y'all almost hate each other. That word ain't working for you then.
Right.
It ain't working for you. And
Yeah.
maybe you, as the pastor, you need to sit down and go somewhere and pray and ask God to give you strength. Because if the word is helping the people and changing the people, the first person it needs to change is you.
That's right.
And pastors don't see it like that. You know, they got a wonderful word, but something got to change that. You wrong. Whoever it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I've seen that quite a bit, you know, within the body of Christ.
Yeah.
And then Yep.
Okay. Well, I love you all.
But then, you know, sometimes they start these arguments, they start these fights because after they get through preaching, they want to have some passionate, hardcore makeup sex.
See, she was tired of standing by. I figured on one of these shows, Monique was just gonna dip out. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen.
All right, y'all, we got to go for real. We love y'all. We'll see you next week right here on The Pew.